Hey, it's Joe again. We're going to go to the post office today to drop off eBay loots. Somebody bought for me Daryl Dixon, Todd McFarlane figure thing or something. Anyway, throwing that in the post office today, so we're also going to do a quick walk around in the truck. I said I would do it probably a few days ago and I didn't because I'm a terrible YouTuber. But we'll go around it real quick and go over some things on the outside, and then we'll go over a couple things on the inside. Then I'm going to go to the post office and then I'll see what else we do after that. So here we go. So again, 2018 Ford Raptor, crew cab. Got it in Leadfoot gray. I'll try and get a good color shot here since it is broad daylight. It may be easier to see from the other side. Leadfoot gray. Looks really nice in the daytime. It's kind of a nice flat military color. It's got the 17-inch beadlock capable wheels. To me, they just look a little bit nicer than the factory standard ones that were aluminum. They just have a little bit better look to them to me. Go around to the back here. We've got actual functioning dual exhaust. They're not just catbacks, so that's kind of cool. It's not as loud as I would like it to be, but I'm going from a Grand Cherokee SRT to this thing, so what do you expect? Another feature it's got, let me grab the key real quick, is it's got a power lift gate that will come down with your key, which is right. What? Technology. Look at that. So, power lift gate. It's also got the old man step for those of us in our late 30s that can't afford to be, falling down and hurt themselves. As you can see, it's got a step. I think it's like a 370-pound, 375-pound weight limit. Little step comes out, little handle comes out to give you a little support. Might actually say, sorry, 350 pounds. So, you big kids, watch yourselves on this. Sorry about the wind. We'll get that back in. And closed. So, it's also got sensors on every corner for the 360-degree camera and the blind spot and everything like that. One cool thing about it, the gas tank, no gas cap. Just you just stick it in and it catches two touch points on either side of the tank, neck right here, and realizes, hey, there's a nozzle, and you don't ever have to worry about locking it. So, runs on premium, runs on unleaded, 87, no big deal. Probably get a little bit better performance. See if we get a better shot at it on this side. There it is. Got the windows tinted last week or so to match the back, so it looks a lot better than it did from the factory. The side step, it's got the same finish, I believe, as the trailer bed does. Kind of a rhino liner thing. You can see right here, it's got the Raptor badging on the step. The step's kind of nice. Up in here, some Fox racing shocks. Check those out. So when you're going to Kroger, braving the mean streets of a parking lot, got that covered. Trailer bed. Like I said, it's kind of a rhino line thing, done from the factory now. It's a really nice finish, and they did a really good job on the details. They even got the little hooks. I'll get up on one of those right quick. The little hooks in the corner, they even cover those. It's got LED lights inside. Hookups for things like toolboxes and ramps and all sorts of other accessories that you can get from Ford and pretty much anywhere else. Rear power sliding glass. Awesome. One thing I am going to do is, if you'll notice, back doors don't have keyholes because they're back doors. Front door has keyholes because it's front door. I've heard that the front doors are actually kind of easy to break into, and one thing that people are doing to fix that is taking this door handle with a key thing on it and switching it out with this door handle without one. So basically you've got 4 rear door handles on your truck, and that way someone can't just stick a screwdriver in the keyhole here and get into your truck. This needs to stop being a thing. Ford, please stop. Please stop. This truck costs too much to look like my 1985 Mercury Cougar that had the exact same thing on the door. It's gaudy. My girlfriend's Ford Edge doesn't have this. It's just in this right here, and it touches, when you touch it, it turns red and you can see it. This thing is raised. I mean, look at that. This truck costs 70 grand and it's got a big raised plastic button on the side. Okay. That's one of my like 4 complaints about this truck so far. Power sliding mirrors. Go under here. A little light underneath, you know, for safety. That's nice. Vents that I don't know if they serve any functional purpose at all, but they look cool. Top vents, same question. And we'll go to the front here. Front's got a really nice look to it. I used to not be very fond of this Ford emblem, but it's slowly grown on me. I'm pretty into it now. It looks good. We've got the front camera. Also, sorry if it's dirty. Haven't had a chance to wash it and it doesn't fit in a car wash. It's got front running lights above the grill. Really nice. Front tow hooks, both sides. See if we can get a view underneath here of the old skid plate. There it is. Skid plate. Again, for when I'm at Kroger, you know, hop in the dunes. It's got a little bit of padding right here, I guess, you know, for all the motion that the bumper's going to be making driving around town. It's got really nice headlights. I'm actually pretty fond of these. They glow orange around the outside edge. I was also thinking about getting a vinyl. There's a company, I think it's called Rappy I want to say it's Rappy Graphics. They've got a vinyl that goes through here that's, you can get in a handful of different flavors, oranges and colors and things like that. And I was going to look at maybe doing that they call them demon eyes. So I may look into putting those in. I've also got to look at replacing this front bumper potentially, possibly with an addictive off-road design. I think that's addictive desert design. That's right. They've got a stealth set that I really like, mainly because I just want to get some light bars hooked up on the truck, and you know, get some light pods along the way here. Oh, check them out. There's those Fox Racing suspension shocks again that we're totally going to utilize on the mean streets of Memphis. So watch out. Honestly though, I joke a lot about the suspension on this truck, but it's really nice. It drives like a truck because it is a truck, but it's not like a log truck. Like I've driven an F150, and I mean that thing drives like a logging truck. That's not going to be fun to drive for any length of time unless you just have to because, you know, your job or whatever. But it rides really well on the off-road suspension that it has. So, you know, don't be turned off by that if you're looking at these. Also, don't expect it to ride like, you know, a Cadillac CTS or something, or an STS or an Escalade, because it's going to ride a little bit rougher. Also, top panoramic sunroof. Hopefully you can see that. I can't because I'm staring directly into the sun. So we'll go on inside here for just a second and then go over just a couple of things, and then I'm gonna head on to the post office. So let's go inside. It's got the IntelliTouch stuff so that you know, you don't have to actually do anything to get into the car. Just have the key with you, which you can set to open all 4 doors if you want when you get close enough. I don't really like that. Just from a safety perspective, I'm not really fond of that. We're gonna go ahead and start this thing up because it's like 1400 degrees outside. I'm gonna start sweating. So also, again, the splash screen, it's so rad. Go ahead and start that up. I'm going to turn my volume down just out of fear that the last thing I was listening to is probably something like My Chemical Romance, or God, who even knows at this point. So let's just, yep, look at that. Door just closed on me. So, My Chemical, yep, there you go. But it's got a few features. Power folding mirrors, both sides. I'm going to work on ForScan software to see if I can't get that to be an automatic feature when the truck goes into park. Just, you know, I'm really worried about parking lot dings and things like that. Steering wheel, it's really nice. It's backwards from my Jeep. Everything's on the opposite side. These controls are really nice. The mode switch is really easy and responsive. The adaptive cruise is on the opposite side, which is kind of confusing to me, but regardless, it's a nice steering wheel. I really like it. The soft leather, the center strip to let you know where your wheel is, and then it's got this contoured bit here, which around the back you can see there's a little lip here that you can hold on to. That's kind of nice. I like the way they designed the steering wheel because I'm kind of a side-ish steering wheel holder. I'm not on the gangster lean or anything, so I usually grab on the side here. So I kind of like that I can grab this, and I don't really like touching this kind of leather because it seems to get nasty and get injured. and dinged up more than anything else. It's got this kind of weird rough finish. I'm really curious how this is going to hold up. It's one of those things where it just feels like it's a texture that you can feel. So I'm worried that that's going to end up coming up at some point. It's got the same finish along the inside of the console and along here as well. So I'm really curious how that's going to hold up for me. Thankfully, looks like it's all modular plastic bits. So I should be able to at least just replace things, you know, if they do start to lose their finish or something like that. Console here, it's pretty well designed. Volume and tuning and things like that. You've got all the same options here. All this stuff is all up in here. So whichever one you'd rather use. Same thing with this, you know, you go up here and you go, hey, climate. You got all the same stuff here that you've got down here. So it's a little redundant. You got a loot pocket down here that you can keep all your, you know, you can put your weed in it or your snacks or whatever you got, and you push the little, ooh, look at that. Well, watch out. And you got stuff blocking the way so it doesn't close all the way. But, oh, that's right. That's where that 6th or 7th piece of carbon fiber is on this thing. So it's pretty nice. Carbon fiber is actually a really good choice. I think I've said it before, but it looks really good. It fits the truck really well, and I would get it if you're into carbon fiber. I'm not usually, but it's kind of it's a subtle detail. Dashboard's nice, not much to it. The glove box is kind of small, but it's just enough. It's got enough room for its book and everything like that, and you know, your collection of napkins and plastic forks, because that's what I end up keeping in there. So that's nice. We've got the center console here, which, let me grab my key real fast. I'm trying not to make this video too long because I don't want to bore anybody with a half-hour video of a guy sitting in his truck. Console, hey money, what's up? I keep my carry pistol in it. Also S&W Shield 9mm Performance Center, amazing pistol. Keyhole holsters makes that holster if you're curious. It's Kydex front with a modular clip, and the back plate is leather. And then I've got the Hive extended magazines. But this console's really nice. I mean, here, let me get I can get my whole arm in here. I'm about 6.5 feet tall, and I can get my whole gorilla arm in here with no problem. It's really nice. It's got a lock. I'm gonna look for something with a biometric lock on it, because I like to keep my pistol in there, and I'm not gonna try and, you know, get somebody to hold out for a second while I grab my pistol if they decide they want to get in my vehicle. We've got the Raptor embroidery on the seats. A really nice call. The Limited had a plastic thing with some plastic chrome around it in the same place that said Limited. It also had it here, and in the sun, if you touched it, it would burn the piss out of you, which that was not cool at all. We got up top, we got auxiliary switches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, if anyone has any suggestions on what to put on 3 through 4, I got 1 and 2 pretty well figured out. 3 through 4, I need something cool to put there. Let me know what you think. I don't know what I want, but I'm sure there's something really cool out there that I don't know about. Rear window, you hear it? Rear window glass control. These little guys right here, they're not lights. That's not a light. That's not a light either. Those are sensors. So if you have your security system turned on and your window's down, it'll actually say, hey, there's a dude inside this truck. Let me freak out. And the alarm will come on and go crazy. What up, sunglass thing that I'll never use? Close that back. Then we got all the controls for the sunroof. The sunroof and the panoramic. And then you got, you know, you got your little lighty lights right here. Lights. Got all those. Bang & Olufsen. That is not a button. It does nothing. It's just a symbol. You can put your snacks here. I've got the auto start, where if the car is running, it will turn off at a stoplight. That's right there. Camera. Check this out. Camera. 360-degree camera, y'all. So now you can see where your bumpers are, and it actually gives you a valid picture of what's going on around your vehicle. Because, like, hey, look, there's my girlfriend's car. Hey, look, there's the front of my car. Hey, look, there's her car. Like right up in there. That's her car. So it's really nice. It's helped me a lot with driving this thing and learning to drive a truck. And then you can just go full frontal camera. You got to be going like less than 5 miles an hour. So once you slow down to park, if you want to use that, it's a really good feature to use. And it's got like the fisheye, which kind of gives you an idea of your front and then your corners. There's your descent button for when you're, you know, throwing an expensive truck off of a cliff. Traction control off for when, you know, I guess when you're jumping off of cliffs. It's got good cup holders. Cup holders here. Cup holders here. I think it's even got 2 in the back. Oh yeah, they're in that thing right there in the back seat that I don't know that anyone's ever used in their life. The back seat's really nice, really roomy. The floor's flat, which I'm gonna do a video on that later. The panoramic, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it since it's black and it's just cloth. It's really nice. The seats themselves are pretty nice as well. They're perforated and they're air conditioned. They've got a lot of, I don't know how to say this, I guess a lot of sections. So I'm hoping that's going to help keep the leather from stretching and cracking and whatnot too much. The seat, check that out. And they go up and whatnot. It's actually got really good headrest. I've had a lot of problem with headrests in the past because I'm a big guy, and I would find seats where I can't even actually, I mean, I'm basically sitting, I mean, you can probably tell, I basically sit like that. And that's, I mean, I've never even touched the headrest on my Jeep, I don't think. But in this one, I can actually sit back with my head against it and drive the car because it's actually comfortable enough to do that. So that's been really impressive. I think we're going to go ahead and go to the post office, drop this box off. Window sticker? We'll go over this too. We'll look at the window sticker later also. Probably want to do a little bit more about the actual interior functions on a little bit more in depth. We can go over a couple of things and just show you. Also, real quick, as far as options are concerned, check this out. Here's what $9,000 in options packages will get you. Yep, a garage door opener. It's ridiculous. The 800 and the 801A, neither one of them has a garage door opener. Ford makes you pay $9,700 for that. So that's probably complaint number 2 about the truck. Between that, the weird door clicky button thing that I don't want, that's complaint number 2. But otherwise, it's been an awesome truck. We're at about 800 miles on it. Been driving the piss out of it for no reason because it's a new car and I like it, which I think we all can probably relate to when you buy a new car. That's what happens. Anyway, gonna go to the post office, gonna drop this package off, gonna go find some snacks, I'm starving, and then I'm gonna come home and I'll probably have to do some school stuff, and then maybe work on some more videos. But anyway, and like always, if you go to PetSmart, you go to Petco, and it says, hey, you want to give a poor animal a couple of bucks? Do it. Just give them a couple dollars. It's like, I mean, like what? $2? Don't eat 1 pack of M&Ms this month, you know, or don't buy 1 Counter-Strike box this month. You know, just do it. Just give the poor, they're animals. They can't get jobs. They don't have social security numbers. They don't even have thumbs. What are they going to do? So give them a couple of bucks, you know, clean your rotten soul a little bit, you know, help somebody else out. And have a great day. It's Friday. Be safe. Try not to die. Have a great weekend and be nice to everybody because nobody likes a jerk. So take care.